In this video, we'll talk about what HIIT is. Anyone who works out, or at least talks to others who work out, should know about HIIT. For those of you who actually are involved in HIIT, you know what it's all about. But for others, your familiarity with HIIT may only be associated with panting, sweating along with burpees, in fact, a whole lot of burpees. You may also have heard that HIIT has to do with intense moves, short breaks, and breaking an immense amount of sweat, but the truth of the matter is that HIIT is so much more than that. Yes, there is an element of high intensity as well as of interval training, but having said that, many people may do both without actually ever doing a real HIIT workout. So, to clear out the confusion, here is what HIIT truly looks like. High-intensity interval training, or HIIT, or HIIT, is a very specific type of training technique where you give everything you have during short but fierce spurts of exercise. The bursts are alternated with short and occasionally active periods of recovery as opposed to standing still. This kind of intense training raises and keeps the heart rate up while burning more fat deposits in less time. You can also get the same effect when you go for a long run, where you also kick up your heart rate and keep it up. However, the two are very different, and the results produced vary significantly. Some experts also look at HIIT as a cardio session arranged in quick bursts of really hard work, where the goal of HIIT is not only to raise your heart rate and keep it there, but also to boost the intensity of the workout. And to truly count as HIIT, you will have to push your efforts to the maximum during every burst. This is also why each burst is short, ranging anywhere between 20 to 90 seconds, because even this much time is a lot when you kick the intensity level up to the max. This key difference separates HIIT from both high intensity and interval training when done on their own. Research shows that all exercise promotes fat burn by burning calories, but exercise done at a higher intensity burns more fat, and that's why HIIT is such a success. When compared to other types of cardio, HIIT has also been seen to be a more effective means of getting successfully shredded. It is a workout that is beneficial on multiple fronts since it uses both body weight and added weight that not only spike up the heart rate, but also tone muscles. The other thing that makes HIIT work is the element of rest. Since the whole routine is comprised of intense bursts of activity followed by active recovery, this is where the elements of rest come in. Resting between each set is an essential part of the workout because if you do not take time to recover, you will not be able to manage the next burst properly. Since you're performing at an intense level, you are forcing your body to do something it is neither used to nor comfortable with. So when the rest component comes on, you need to give it the time to prep itself to perform at its max during the next high-intensity spurt. When done correctly, HIIT is beneficial for losing fat, staying lean while adding muscle, and for improving endurance. The science behind HIIT. As mentioned earlier, HIIT aims to induce overload. That is to say, by going through strenuous exercise, training fatigues the body significantly in the hope for supercompensation. However, this supercompensation can only occur when the training overload is supported by significant recovery. Together, the two components aim to bring about physiological adaptations that lead to increased performance above the baseline. Think of it like a car engine after a long trip. Once you've reached your destination, your car engine continues to stay warm until it slowly cools to a resting temperature. The same occurrence happens in the body after a HIIT workout. Just as a car engine stays warm once it's been turned off, your body's metabolism continues to burn calories even after the workout is over. This physiological effect is known as excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, or EPOC. The EPOC effect, also known as the afterburn effect, EPOC helps burn more calories long after finishing your workout. This occurs when the quantity of oxygen consumed after exercise exceeds that of the pre-exercise level. During recovery, energy resources need to be replenished, blood needs to be reoxygenated, while circulatory hormones need to be restored. Plus, body temperature needs to return to normal along with the breathing and heart rates. All these actions need oxygen, and so EPOC experiences an increase in calories post-exercise as compared to pre-exercise. Now, while EPOC is applicable to most types of intense workouts, research indicates that HIIT is the most effective means to trigger the EPOC effect. This is because when you work at a higher intensity and need energy immediately, anaerobic pathways provide the needed ATP at a much faster rate. This is also the reason why high-intensity activity can only be maintained for a brief period of time. So HIIT is effective because high-intensity bouts create anaerobically produced ATP, and once that is exhausted, it needs to replenish aerobically. This also ties in with the fact that EPOC is more affected by the intensity of the workout and not so much its duration. So even when a HIIT workout is done, the body continues to use aerobic energy pathways to replace ATP used up during the session, so boosting the EPOC effect. The higher the EPOC effect, the more calories you burn at rest, and the higher your resting metabolism rate, or RER. This spike and recovery pattern is key to making HIIT work so well. Not only does this pattern improve cardiorespiratory endurance, but also allows for greater caloric expenditure during and after the workout when compared to moderate aerobic workouts. Having said that, it's still very important to remember that at least 48 hours of recovery time should be allowed between high-intensity exercise sessions, which should not be done more than 3 times a week. Is HIIT right for you? Since HIIT is all about intensity, you need to be in fairly good health with an elementary level of general and core strength along with mobility. You also need to be aware of your personal physical limitations. People who want to take on HIIT should be interested in trying out a number of different exercises and be knowledgeable about performing these moves not only correctly but safely as well. If you are above the age of 55, then it's recommended that you take on HIIT with a doctor's approval. HIIT is not recommended for anyone with any orthopedic limitations such as knee, back, or shoulder conditions. Likewise, anyone suffering from cardiovascular issues like hypertension and heart palpitations should not take on such an aggressive form of exercise. In this video, we'll learn about the benefits of HIIT. Everyone wants the fastest and most efficient way to get in shape, and HIIT definitely promises to deliver. As such, the idea of being able to work out for such a short time and get results sounds like a no-brainer. So, when you're pressed for time, HIIT training is the way to get the job done quickly and effectively. In this sense, it's an ideal solution for anyone who does not have the time to exercise for long durations. Individuals on the go, those with hectic schedules, or others not willing to invest too much time into workouts can benefit, although effort is non-negotiable. While additional calorie burn, fat loss, muscle gain, and improved endurance are a given with HIIT training, and will be discussed in greater details later on, here are some of the most promising benefits HIIT training can offer. Improves oxygen consumption. In simple terms, oxygen consumption can be described as the ability of the muscles to use oxygen. For non-athletic personnel, typically this is possible only after regular cycling or running, but with HIIT, the benefits can be achieved by anyone in a much shorter period of time. HIIT improves the stroke volume, which is the volume of blood pumped around the body in one contraction. This volume increases when you exercise given the body's higher need for oxygenated blood. A study conducted regarding oxygen consumption stated that in a 5-week time period, working out 4 days weekly with 20-minute HIIT workouts led to improved oxygen consumption by almost 9% of the subjects. The result is the same as cycling for 40 minutes every day, which requires far greater energy. So, HIIT may improve oxygen consumption as much as traditional endurance training, even when you exercise for only half as long. Cardiovascular benefits. In terms of health benefits, other than weight loss and improved oxygen consumption, HIIT can provide help with managing cardiovascular health. Perhaps the most important thing in this regard is lowering the resting heart rate and reducing blood pressure. While it's well known that extreme training delivers extreme results, most people find it hard to push themselves to an anaerobic zone. HIIT training makes it easier to do so and push yourself to a level where your heart beats faster and you lose your breath, and then recover in the rest interval that follows. Over time, this training can result in a lower resting heart rate, which also lowers the risk of suffering from a heart condition. Likewise, HIIT can help with lowering blood pressure levels, as this form of intense exercise can help reduce arterial stiffness. High-intensity interval training can also improve endothelial function, which is the ability of the arteries to dilate, better than moderate intense training. Good endothelial function is also important for blood pressure control and blood vessel health. Comparative studies have shown HIIT to be more effective than traditional cardio done at a steady pace in lowering blood pressure readings. Helps reduce blood sugar. When done over a period of 12 weeks, HIIT may be beneficial for reducing blood sugar levels. Not only does it improve metabolism, but may also do the same for insulin resistance. Patients with diabetes are often asked to exercise to bring their blood glucose levels down. Research now shows that HIIT training rapidly improves diabetes glucose metabolism in muscles and insulin sensitivity in type 2 diabetes. Intense muscular contractions during HIIT stimulates muscles to take up glucose from the blood to be used as fuel, which lowers glucose concentrations. Interestingly, the same can also happen whether insulin is present or not, so the approach can also work with people with type 1 diabetes. Boosts metabolism. As mentioned earlier, combining high intensity with interval training brings about EPOC, which has the result of speeding the metabolic rate. The effects of this mechanism can be felt for up to 48 hours after a HIIT workout. This means that you will continue to burn fat long after leaving the gym. Researchers also agree that as compared to jogging or running, HIIT can really push up the metabolic rate. Also, another plus point of this training is that it allows utilization of body fat for energy rather than just carbs alone. A study concluded that only 2 minutes of high-intensity interval training led to increased metabolism for 24 hours, which could easily outweigh the benefits of 30 minutes of jogging. Time-saving features that require no equipment. With HIIT, you no longer have the excuse of not having sufficient time. In fact, HIIT workouts are doable anywhere from your home to a hotel suite or even outside in the park. Plus, workouts are quick and short, with the longest being no more than 30 minutes at most. Who doesn't have time for that? Another benefit of HIIT is that it doesn't require any specific equipment, helping you save money while providing health benefits at the same time. All that is required for HIIT is some space where you and your body weight can get started. Create customized workouts. If you're not up to using weights or machines for your workouts, no worries. HIIT can be customized to your individual levels and skills. The most basic workout may use only body weight, as the aim is to get your heart rate up and keep it there. You get to pick any kind of exercise which elevates the heart rate and then create an interval workout. You also get to change your exercises every session, which provides an advantage and allows you to not tire or get bored by doing the same thing again and again. HIIT is a fun and entertaining way to reduce fat and improve overall body health, as it allows you to keep changing workouts, eradicating the boredom element. The same also provides a challenge to beginners and newbies by helping them transform and see the changes in their body. It's a challenge to let go of the comfort zone and pursue an exercise that holds massive benefits. HIIT is efficient. If you have a busy schedule and you're unable to work out regularly, HIIT is the thing for you. If you have an event coming up for which you want to look nice, try HIIT, as it is more effective than a regular workout and can provide noticeable results much faster. In this video, we'll talk about the essentials of HIIT. HIIT training can give you some amazing results if performed correctly. However, there are a few essentials that you need to consider before starting HIIT. For instance, features like the duration of this routine, the equipment you require, and the extent to which you need to go in terms of intensity of the workout are important. What equipment to use in HIIT? Beginner HIIT training can be fairly effective with just your body weight. But as you move along, you may want to introduce some equipment into your routines. HIIT training can be done using an assortment of methods. You can work with anything from a Stairmaster to a bike or treadmill, or even incorporate sprinting, bicycle sprints, or elliptical workouts. But whichever machine or activity you choose, you need to do it hard, fast, and only stop when you feel you can't possibly sweat anymore. A popular choice for HIIT in this regard is a treadmill. It's best to use a curved treadmill since this gives a full body workout. Another common choice for high-intensity workout is the stationary bike to accelerate heart rate and keep it pounding there. An arm bike is also a good machine to use during high-intensity workouts. Working out on this machine requires maximum effort, and wrestlers have been using it for building their strength for a long time. However, if you do not have the budget for all these machines or a gym membership, you can simply get a jump rope. A jump rope will get your heart rate up and keep it there for the duration of the workout. If you want to follow a somewhat no-equipment HIIT plan, then stick with moves like jumping jacks, sprinting or sprinting in place, and high knees to get your heart going. How intense should the workouts be? High-intensity workouts are cardio workouts that are aimed at getting the maximum effort in a short period of time. The key is to keep the intensity levels at the maximum. But for the workout to be effective, you need to determine your own intensity level. For a beginner, the intensity of a HIIT routine will be different from someone who's been doing it for a while. The sets are short in duration, ranging from 20 to 90 seconds, but they require full body force. If you feel that you can continue a routine for more than 30 minutes, then chances are that you are not working out at maximum intensity. HIIT is more popular as compared to other methods because it burns calories more quickly. It's been seen through research that the more intense a workout is, more quickly the fat is burnt. Normally, fitness experts judge the intensity level suitable for a person using the RPE scale, or the rate of perceived exertion scale. This scale basically has a 1 to 10 spectrum, with 10 being the point where you give the workout everything you've got. Every person needs to determine where they stand on this spectrum and try to move to 10 by gradually upping the intensity of their workouts. How restful should the rest periods be? While most people do find this strange, rest periods are imperative in a HIIT workout session. Without rest periods, you cannot get the full benefits of the workout. Once you're done with one set of exercise, your body needs to recover before it can perform the next set. The mechanism for HIIT is that the body first goes into an anaerobic state during the high-intensity workout. During the rest phase, the body is forced to recover to aerobic conditions. This shift between the two conditions consumes a lot of energy and results in fat burning. The HIIT rest period does not have to be full rest. You can also have an active recovery period, such as a plank or walking in place. The ratio that most fitness experts follow is a 1-to-2 ratio. For every 1 minute of high-intensity workout, you have to take a recovery period of 2 minutes. To see if your workout is going well, you need to see if you can talk and exercise at the same time. If you have the energy left to talk while working out, then there's something you're not doing quite right. As you progress and your body becomes used to high-intensity workouts, you can make some changes in the sets and rounds of sets. You can either add another set to your workout plan, or you can decrease the recovery period between the sets. To get maximum benefits, make the recovery periods active. For example, for the 2 minutes recovery time that you get, spend one in a plank and the other in a full rest state. How long should the workouts be? The duration for a HIIT workout will vary from one person to the next. It also depends on the kind of workout you're doing. For example, a Tabata session lasts for only 4 minutes. This routine was developed by a Japanese scientist and is very popular among the HIIT group. Normally, a high-intensity training session can last for up to 30 minutes. However, you don't have to work out constantly for 30 minutes. Break up your workout session into working time and recovery time, or split the workout into 2 to 3 workouts. Make every workout for 6 to 7 minutes and incorporate recovery time in between to make the total duration up to half an hour. If you do not have a recovery time in between, you will most probably get bored of doing the same thing again and again. Plus, overdoing high-intensity workouts can be problematic since it may result in injury. As such, you have to plan out your workout properly. How frequently should you do HIIT workouts? You cannot do HIIT workouts every single day because it is practically impossible to get maximum results by daily workout sessions. If you do high-intensity workouts every single day, it can pose the risk of injury. This can also happen because you're not giving your muscles and the entire body enough time to repair before diving into another wear and tear session. If you're doing too much of it, your mind will also not be on the same track. You're bound to feel fatigue, and that will affect the performance in subsequent workout sessions. It's advisable to perform HIIT 2 to 3 times a week. The key is to give your body a 1-day recovery time between the sessions. For example, if you're doing intense leg workouts, you will not have sufficient energy to work out the very next day. So keep the next day for rest or do some light yoga instead. How to prevent muscle burn during HIIT. The aim of a HIIT session is to burn fat and not muscle. Therefore, to prevent muscle burn, there are a few things that need to be considered. Firstly, it's absolutely essential to take rest days. These days will give your body and your brain a chance to recover and prepare for the next workout session. Another important factor to consider is nutrition. To benefit from any workout, it's important for the workout to be coupled with proper nutrition. You need to take in ample amounts of proteins as they aid in the repair process of the body. Protein supplements are also a great way of preventing muscle burn. They contain amino acids that are then used by the body as building blocks for repairing damaged muscle fibers or to make new ones. Fitness pros also recommend getting sufficient sleep. Your body heals itself while you sleep. Proper sleep will keep you active for the next workout and also give the body some time to repair itself before the next session. So, to reap the maximum benefits of a HIIT workout session, it is imperative to know the basic dynamics of the routine. The duration, intensity, and rest periods are all important factors that need to be kept in mind when performing high-intensity workouts. Neglecting even one of these factors can cause the workouts to give results that may not be effective.